EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Tennessee Titans and the Houston Texans. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. These two teams met in Nashville earlier in the year with the Titans coming away victorious. So a win here in Houston would give them the season sweep. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They're going to look to throw. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. He'll drop to throw. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 34-yard line. 23 yards on the play. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run it again with Henry. And he's got some space here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
A first down carry for Henry. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Running left, it's Henry. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Derrick Henry. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Nevis knocks this one through. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well. So your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Come on, come on.
Throwing to start the drive. Washington looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Pierce. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Dameon Pierce. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down. The Texans at 2-10 now on the year. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
It'll be a gain of 5. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. Touchdown, Houston. Brevin Jordan, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jonathan Grenard able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Let's go now.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
An out route, and he's got the connection to Walker. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Isaiah Rodgers up to make the tackle.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
From the gun on 3rd down, Washington. And that will be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. He dumps it off for Henry. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too. With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks. And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another 1st down.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 58 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, it's Henry. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
They go play action here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete here.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So 2nd and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield. He'll get it up the middle. Stops short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Rolling to his right. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Titans are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. And he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. first and 10. Washington, he's letting it fly for Cooks. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch.
Come on.
That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
On second down now, Hurd, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The Texans on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He gets it to Cooks. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. 4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. Rodgers to return it. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On second down, here's Henry. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now back to throw. Going up top for Kupp. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll kick it away for the second time. A 44-yard punt. They're going to wind up losing yardage on the return, though. And the Texans will take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. Throwing to start the drive. Washington forced out to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Washington. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club and one we talk about all the time. In football, puts you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
Throwing on first down. Washington. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
2nd and 10. We're all knotted up at 10, but it appears that may change soon. Only question is, will they have to settle for 3? A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. So we have reached halftime here in a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a second and just a few inches left. Now a give, right side. Hurd, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. Looking to throw. Washington. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Back to throw. Washington eluding the pressure right. He's got Allen. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off the play fake. Washington. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive. And here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Washington. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So what a turn of events there. You're driving to take the lead in this 3rd quarter, but then one mistake, and you're watching the ball being returned for a touchdown.
Certainly a great example of how focus has to be there on every play, doesn't it, partner? You can't get complacent, and I think that he did. He's got him moving downfield, but that's a play where he just shouldn't have thrown the football, and that ultimately could wind up costing him the ball game.
Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The last time, everything looked pretty good except that final play on the pick six. And now they've got to come right back out here, Charles, and try to pick up the pieces and get things going again.
Yeah, it certainly seems dire, doesn't it? But there is a silver lining, and it is hard to see so soon after that touchdown. But the game plan was definitely working. They were generating offense, had the ball beyond midfield, getting wins on each down against the defense. So they're moving it well. They just have to hang on to it.
Yeah, as you said, though, probably tough to remember those good things on that last drive when it ended like it did. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Washington. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That'll put him close to 100 yards receiving. He's at 98, and he's got a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throw complete right side to Cooks. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 3rd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Back to throw. Washington. He finds his man, complete. It's Jordan. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 41-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Back to the ground with Pierce. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
He finds his man, complete. It's Jordan. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Connection with Walker going across the formation. And the Texans are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. It moves right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Pierce. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Repeated the last play, finding Walker. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. From 6 yards away. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. Check down here for Henry. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 25 yards that time. On the counter, it's Henry. And a solid run down inside the 30. 84 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw here. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And the Titans are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Norman, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry. Rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Here we go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Ready.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Looking to throw. Washington. Throw over the middle, caught by Jordan. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On first down, Washington. His throw incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And now it's 2nd down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
COVID-19. Go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. It's caught by OBJ. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 45-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Ready.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Sixty Bison.
To throw again, Washington. And he's got Jordan complete right side. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Washington on a huge mistake late. It's intercepted. Picked off by Amadi Hooker. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, 1-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick 6.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And I believe he was able to get this back. He was. Boy, after giving up the touchdown, lucky that didn't turn into another.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example there.
Yeah, and the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the ball back.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this is incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
The offense on 3rd down. Well, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd and 10. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
Ready.
On 1st and 10, Washington. Flush to his right. He finds his man, complete. It's Jordan. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Okay,
They
ready?
still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Back to throw. Washington. This one into the hands of Hurd. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throwing on first down. Washington swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. To throw on 2nd down. Washington. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
The nice thing is that you've still got all your timeouts, so the middle of the field, that should still be an option, especially if you see the defenders pinching the sideline. You can run a little seam route right here and pick up some nice yardage.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And Walker has it. And he is going to have a Texans first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
Hold it ready. Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll look to throw again. He gets it to Cooks. Down inside the 10. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. The end result, 21 yards.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Looking to throw. Washington. And that's going to be incomplete.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments. And anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Operating from the gun. Washington. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, you know, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin, 4th quarter, you're going. He's going to be stopped shy of the end zone. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Well, they had to take one final shot at the end zone, but now things are looking really bleak.
And I agree with that totally. You had to take the shot if they did score. You know, whether you call it a miracle or not, you line up, onside kick, get the ball back, throw one more in the end zone, who knows? Had to take the chance, it just was unsuccessful.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the